Okay, Parshas Tetzaveh Revi, we're holding the fourth portion. And this is the thing that you shall do to them, to sanctify them, to serve me as kohanim. Take one young bull and two rams, perfect ones. Rashi, there are two roots, one of kicha and one of likicha, but they have the same meaning. This is the atonement of the incident of the golden calf, which was a bull. Base, v'lechem matzes and lechem, which are matzes. Chalis matzes below b'shemen and unleavened mixed with oil. Kika matzes meshuchem b'shemen and unleavened wafers anointed with oil. You shall make them out of fine wheat flour. B'lechem matzes v'chalis matzes kika matzes. Rashi says, this refers to three types of matzah. V'chalis v'kikim lechem matzes, scalded dough loaves and wafers. V'chalis v'kikim lechem matzes, yakru lemata b'inyin, chalis lechem shemen al shim shenes and shemen, v'ruvucha keneged achalis, v'kikim v'chaminin boin eser chalis. This unleavened bread is what's called further in the section the loaf of oil bread, because Moshe would put as much as oil into the scalded dough as in the loaves and the wafers, and each of the types, 10 loaves, were brought. Belulus b'shemen, shein kemach yitzek behen shemen ulbelin. When the bread was flour, Moshe would pour oil on them and mix them. Meshuchem b'shemen afa fiyasan meishin kimin kivanis. After they were baked, Moshe would anoint them like a sort of Greek chaff. You shall place them on the basket. You shall bring them in the basket and the bull and the two rams. To the courtyard on the Mishkan of the day it will be erected. So, and you shall bring to Aaron and his sons near Takrav Pesach El made near the entrance of the mill. You shall bathe them in waters of Rashi. This is the immersion of the entire body. And you shall take the garments, and you shall clothe Aaron in with the ksenis, and the robe with the ephod, with the ephod and with the cheshin. You shall adorn them with the band of the ephod. Adorn and fix the belt and the apron around them. You shall place the cap upon his head. You shall place the holy crown upon the cap. This is the tzitz. As I explained, through the middle thread of the show plate and the two threads of the head, all three of which were tied behind the Kohen Gadol's neck, the show plate upon the cap like the sword of hat. You shall take the anointing oil and pour it on the head, and anointed. This anointment is like the Greek shaft. He would apply oil to his Aaron's head and between his eyebrows and join them with his fingers. As bun of takriv, and you shall bring his sons near. And you shall clothe them with ksenis. And you shall gird them with sashes. Aaron and his sons. And you shall dress them with the high hats. And the kahuna will be a perpetual statue for them. You shall invest Aaron and his sons with full authority. It's the internal kahuna. Through these things. With the fulfillment and the appointment of the kahuna. Shall bring the bull before the tent of meeting. And Aaron and his sons shall lean their hands upon the head of the bull. Shall slaughter the bull before Hashem, Pesach Omed, at the entrance of the tent of meetings. So Rashi Pesach Omed, Pesach, in the courtyard of the Mishkan, which is in the front of the entrance. And you shall take them some of the blood, and the bull, and apply it on the horns of the altar with your finger. You shall pour out all the blood to the base of the mizbeach. On top, actually, of the horns, the remaining of the blood. You say the mizbeach. A sort of protruding receptacle was made out of all around the altar. After it was elevated a amma from the ground. Shall then take all the fats that covers the innards, and the diaphragm that was on the liver, and the two kidneys, and the fats that is upon them, and you should make them go up and smoke upon the altar. This is the membrane of the rumen. This is the membrane of the liver. This is also part of the liver along with it. The flesh of the bull, it's hiding in his dung. You shall burn it in the fire. Outside the camp. Chitas, it's a sin offering. We do not find any reference outside sin except for this one. And you shall take the one ram. And Aaron and his sons shall lean their hands upon the ram's head. And you shall slaughter the ram. And you shall take its blood and sprinkle on the altar all around. With the vessel, altar, in order that the blood wouldn't be visible on both sides. Others does not need to carry an etzba, because it went on the bottom. And the kohen did not descend the ramp of the altar, but he stands on the ground and sprinkles the blood. It's explained that Saviv refers to only two applications. Which is actually on our 4-1 application, and one diagonally opposite the corner. Each application was visible on both sides of the corner. The blood was applied to all four directions of the ground. That's what it's called, Sav all around. And you shall dissect the ram into parts with a and you shall wash his innards and his leg. When on the sochav of al reshe, and put them with his parts, and with it says Rashi on the sochav in the sochav, musaf al shar nesachim with his parts in addition to the rest of his parts. Chitas kol ayal mizbecha shall make the entire ram go up in smoke. Oila hu la Hashem it's a oila. Neich necheach yishal Hashem, it's a pleasant for Hashem. Neich necheach nachas ruach lefanish shamatu nasar tzeni. It's satisfaction to me that I command, and he will be performed. Isha, last Rashi, Lashon Isha, v'yaktar savarim shala eish. This is a word related to fire, and it means burning the limbs that are on the fire.